BBC1 from a windy hill upstream, Michael Aspel has a story to tell.
This view to the River Thames from the top of Richmond Hill has been an inspiration for countless old masters, the Reynoldses and the Turners, and today is an appropriate setting for the launch of a piece of work called A View from the Hill. It's nothing to do with oil paints and canvas. This is the latest album from a master of rock music. He's sold 55 million albums worldwide, and in the past 3 decades has created some of the most haunting rock music ever recorded.
Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters are written, never meaning to send.
Right now, our man is here at the Petersham Hotel. He's in a room at the top of this grand staircase. An audience of national and musical press are lending an ear to a selection from his latest album, here in the Nightingale Room. I think I've timed it right. Yes, he's here, and he's in full throat.
We'll be free.
Hi. Well, just before you carry on with the recital, I must say, Justin, I've climbed up the hill, I've seen the view, I like what I saw, but I am here to say, Justin Hayward, tonight, this is your life.
No, you're kidding, Michael.
Well, if it's all right with you.
Oh, no. Weird. That's weird, yeah.
Well, it seems all right.
It's really you, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, Justin Hayward, this is your life. A happy band of followers here, family and friends from the music business, fellow songwriters Mike Batt, Barry Mason, Les Reed, Roger Greenaway, singer Marty Webb, and Shadows guitarist Bruce Welch, footballers Gordon McQueen, Kenny Swain, and Duncan McKenzie, and your good friend, the mind-bending Uri Geller. Now, Justin, you've been a star for 30 years, and the lady who's been at your side every step of the way is here, your wife, Marie.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
And to complete the family, your daughter, Dorothy.
In my dreams,
Well, since you joined the Moody Blues in the summer of 1966, you've written more than 100 romantic and mystical hit songs, but your greatest hit has a... Yes, you have. Okay. Your greatest hit, though, of course, has a personal significance because you wrote it about Marie. To date, it has sold more than 5 million copies, the haunting Nights in White Satin.
Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters are written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you.
Well, that's a timeless love song that you wrote in a few minutes in a Bayswater flat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Marie, that was just a few weeks after you met.
Yes, it was. We actually met in a nightclub called the Bag of Nails, and actually it was the drummer, Graham Edge, who was the drummer of the Moody Blues, who was instrumental in our meeting because he went out one night and got a little bit worse for drink, and from then it was how I met Justin. I think
I had a Cortina.
he had a Cortina, yes.
That's the only reason you called me, I think. Yeah.
Yes, and he was a great chauffeur.
It was the wheels that did it.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
actually, pale blue.
Well, tonight Graham Edge is on the high seas,
Cortina.
cruising just off Singapore, but before he
Yes,
set
he
sail,
would be.
he left you a message,
Yeah.
not in a bottle.
Ah.
Hello, Joss. Hello, Marie. One evening I was sober as a newt, so to speak, and this was before I was married to Carol, so the two of you took me back to your apartment, and I slept it off on the settee, and I needed a lift the next day. And you, Justin, leapt in your car and came to rescue me, and instead of picking me up, you picked Marie up.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Marie, but the 30 years of hell he's put you through is all my fault. But I hope you and Dorothy and Marie all have a wonderful evening tonight.
Absolutely. Well, to complete the Moody Blues lineup, the men who perform with you on 21 best-selling albums, John Lodge and Ray Thomas. Now, Ray, you were a member of the original lineup, weren't you?
Right, yeah. And we had a little success with a song called Go Now, and shortly after that, Denny Lane and Clint Warwick left, and so we were in need of replacements, and I met Eric Burton in the Bag of Nails, and he said he'd replaced his guitarist who was reforming the Animals, and he said he got a lot of replies from various guitarists, so he said if you come round the office in the morning you can have them. And look what I ended up with.
Now, John, you joined the Moodies at the same time as Justin, but the late 60s, the fortunes of the band were a low ebb, weren't they?
Yeah, everything was pretty low, if you remember. We went up to Stockton.
Yeah. Funds were low, yes.
Funds were very low. And we were backstage after the show, and there was a knock on the door, if you remember. And there's somebody coming, can I come in and say something? And we thought he wanted an autograph, so we were all pretty proud, you know. And he came and he said, I paid £2 10 shillings to come and see this, and you're the worst band I've ever seen.
Yeah, he was right.
He was right.
Yes.
In actual fact, on the way back from the gig, we decided then to go to Belgium. And we wrote Days of Future Past in Belgium, and the rest is why we're here tonight.
Yeah.
You make it sound easy. John and Ray, thank you very much.
Yeah.